Good evening, friends. Welcome back to the shop here at Mad Racing Parts. Got another new product we want to talk about tonight, and this is for you guys that either decided not to use my trick Billet EGT kits that have the electronics built into them and just a one cable connection back to the ECU. Some of the guys with HPs obviously could not use this. Some of you Dominators guys didn't want to ante up the money for it, but for any rate, the option that a lot of people chose was this Holley CANbus EGT. Very nice unit. It does operate on the CANbus, so it can work with HP. You don't burn up any inputs, so I understand why people choose this. It's also a little bit less expensive. But anyway, when you get it, this is the harness that comes with it. And so you mount the box, you plug this guy in, and then you got to get these out through the firewall to your engine. And then your probes obviously plug into that. So that was a point of concern for some people because there was no real neat way to do it. You always kind of had wires laying everywhere. So an option that's been available for a while is there's a variety of companies that make plates. I don't have a competitor's plate here, but I do have an example of a plate. It's just this is what you would get, something like that, and then it would have screw terminals on the back that you would remove these, attach the wires to the screw terminals, keeping the polarity right, and you could mount this in your firewall and you end up with a fairly neat setup when it was all said and done. But you still had screw terminals in the back exposed, and I didn't like that, and I also thought it was cumbersome to try to attach those wires. So I went once again and made something special for you guys, and that's these guys. These are Billet 6061 aluminum, and they are just one piece of metal, fully machined. Have them in Ford and Chevy patterns, and the way it works is you simply take the wires that come from Holley and you slide them in there, and they just slide right in, and that's it. There's no fiddling with connections or anything else. You just take the stuff and slide it right in, and it's just that easy. Yep, got them all the right way. And then once they're in, we have this little screw that goes and threads in and holds everything. And to save the time, I've already stuck one together. This one is completely assembled. It has a screw in this side, a screw in this side, and now this would mount into your firewall. So you have a super neat connection, very similar to the other stuff that I sell. It's also smaller as far as the footprint than anything else out there. We have these available now. I do ship them. You get a pair of them, either Ford or Chevy. I ship them with the correct screws to fit in the countersunk holes. Also stainless lock nuts to go on the back side. So you would get a pair of plates with all the hardware to attach it. In addition to that, I made these drawings, which gives the dimension of the hole you would cut in your firewall. It also gives you the dimension of the screw spacing. And furthermore, this printout that comes with the thing is to scale. So it's exactly the right size. All the holes line up. So you can just take some scissors, cut this out, slap it on your firewall, drill the holes, mark where you're going to do your four corners and cut your square hole, and you're good to go. And I don't know about you guys, but I occasionally make mistakes, so this sheet of paper actually has 6 templates. In case you bugger up one, you can just cut another one out and use it. So that's what we have. We're going to get those on the website probably tonight, and they'll be ready to order. And I have about a dozen in stock. I said Ford and Chevy patterns, whatever works better for you. Thanks a lot. Have a good night.